And welcome to the post-match press conference following tonight's NCAA tournament second-round match between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the Utah Utes. Right now, from Utah, we have head coach Beth Lanier, as well as student-athletes Lauren Jardine and Allie Olson. Before we get started, just a reminder to please silence all cell phones and let us know when you have a question, and we'll get you the wireless microphone. We're going to begin the presser with a statement from Coach, followed by questions for Coach Lanier, as well as a student-athlete. So, Coach, your opening statement whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Congratulations to Marquette. I thought they came in and just played a great match. I thought they're a team of really good athletes and good volleyball players, and I thought from start to finish they played a strong match, and it was an interesting match. Had a lot of ups and downs for both teams, but congratulations to them. They played great. It was an interesting match in terms of just the volleyball aspect of it. The first set, both teams hit over 400, and we knew that. We felt like it was going to be a kind of an offensive match. But, it's NCAA, and everybody dug deep, I think. Both teams started digging the ball a lot of stuff blocks, and then it ended up just being a massive defensive match. We held them well below their average. They held us well below our average. Couldn't be more proud of my team for the comeback. Allie, stop.
Sorry.
This team has fought all season long. It's what they do. It's why we won 25 matches, because they love each other, they play for each other, and they just never quit. And that was certainly the situation tonight. So I'm proud of them. Really special group. Love them. It was hard to come in here because we didn't want to say goodbye in the locker room. But big-time performance by Lauren. She really carried us for a lot of the match, and we really needed her, and she came through. I'm really excited for her, and the next phase of her volleyball career, she'll be heading and going pro, and that's a nice match to head into your next phase, Lauren.
Thank you.
But, as usual, we had contributions from everybody through the course of the night. Emery ended up with 11 blocks, which was huge. Allie, typical, normal, efficient Allie Olson, hit 364. She finishes her career as the most efficient attacker in the history of Utah volleyball, which is really exciting. We're really proud of. She's steady. So, yeah, I think it was a great volleyball match. Happy with our fans. Great atmosphere, great NCAA volleyball.
Okay, questions? Oh, Lauren, after the second set, what was the message in the huddle among you and your teammates that helped you guys be in a position to stage a comeback?
I just think we had it in ourselves, like the will not to lose. I think a lot of the time we get down some points and then we think it's the end of the world, but we have our team who consistently backs us and tells us, no, like that isn't the end, that isn't end all be all, like we can fight hard and continue to be in this match, and I think that's what kind of set the tone.
Allie, what do you think the biggest key was in the fourth set? You guys were down 23-19, I believe, came back, found a way to win. What was the biggest difference during that run?
I think it was, obviously Gibby's serving was amazing, but also our belief in each other that we could come back from that deficit, so, yeah.
For both Allie and Lauren, starting with you, you guys accomplished so much this year that probably not a lot of people outside of your locker room, outside of Salt Lake City, thought you could do. What was it like being a part of that journey and accomplishing what you guys did this season?
I liked the ability to prove people wrong. I think a lot of people, especially with our season last year, didn't expect us to do very well. And so when we'd come into a new conference and play new teams, I feel like it was hit or miss of like whether or not people thought that we would play well. And as soon as we started like continuing to play with each other and work hard in the gym, in the weight room, and making sure that we had our stuff put together, I feel like it set the tone for the rest of the season of continuing to work hard and carry that out through the rest of the year.
Go for it.
We have a question for all three of you guys. Obviously, like Beth said the other night, you guys are a team that just kind of has stuck together through a lot. Very close. I'm just curious, what has this team meant to you, all three of you actually, and what was the message after the game, just knowing how close you guys are?
Yeah, there's a lot of tears. You know, I've done this for a long time, and sometimes you have a special group, and that's what this team was. Really, I kind of enjoyed coaching this group more. It was just a joy every single day. Their maturity, but yet their ability to have fun, their ability to have hard conversations when it was necessary, and to confront things as we needed to was just extraordinary and elite. So, you know, this group, we didn't talk about winning very much all year long. We just didn't. We just talked about relationships, and we just talked about playing for each other. But it truly started last December after the season, and we all had a hard conversation about what it was going to take moving forward. And this group bought in, and everything we asked them of them, everything we challenged them on, they came through for us. So yeah, just a joy to coach this group.
I don't think I've ever been more connected to my teammates.
Yeah.
I think that what we went through starting in December of like continually working, like I said earlier, just like everybody was bought in, everybody came in and knew what their job was that day and knew that regardless of how their day was, they knew that they could come in and it would be a sanctuary for us.
This is for Beth, for you, and Allie and Lauren, if you want to chip in as well. Late there in the fourth set, I think they're 2 points away from winning this thing. You guys are able to grit that out. Lauren, I think, gets 2 or 3 kills. She has that ace that comes on that gets you ahead. Just what kind of determination and kind of resolve did that moment show from what you've seen this year?
I thought it was just the epitome of this team, honestly. It really didn't surprise me. In the timeout, I had everybody take a deep breath. And I thought it was a great rotation for us. Cameron Gabadlos, our best server, she was on the line. We had Lauren in the front row, and were you in there?
I was on the bench.
All right, well. We had Emery, but the biggest thing we had, Cameron on the service line, and she gets people in trouble a lot, and with how hot Lauren was. So we just took a deep breath, and I said, this is a great rotation for us. Let's go. And, this team just, we had a lot of matches where we were up and down through the course of the year, and to only drop 5 matches, now 6, through a lot of tough situations just shows the resolve of this group.
Allie?
I would kind of just agree with her. Like, it shows our belief in each other and our fight that we had to, like, not let this season end, so.
Coach, can you talk a little bit more about the senior class, including the 2 seniors next to you, and the impact that they've had on your team and the legacy they're leaving after they leave here?
You're going to make me do that.
I'm sorry.
We had a lot of seniors, as everybody knows. After last year and kind of a rough year, we're like, hey, let's go. And, we brought in some people, but the majority of this team returned from last year. I think about Allie and Vanessa Ramirez. They came back for their 5th year. Spending 5 years together, like we just did, we'll be pretty bonded for life. I'm sure of that, because those 2 just gave their heart and soul to this program for 5 years. We had people come in through the course of their career to add to the Utah volleyball legacy. This group is leaving a legacy. We talked about that in the locker room after. Not about the winning. This group is leaving a legacy about, again, how to be strong women in tough situations. These they came in as young people, and they're leaving as just incredibly, incredibly strong women. Lauren, I told her a couple of years ago that, that there's life lessons to learn through this experience, and she bought in, and I couldn't be more proud of her as a person. having nothing to do with her volleyball, with how she's matured and grown. And it's the same with all of them. You know, and then you had Clara Ann in for, you know, just the year, and she just added so much to our team this year as well. So I just love this group, and it's going to be tough to see them go. But they definitely are leaving a legacy, and we talked about that in the locker room.
I have a question
One
for
more.
Allie and Lauren. How do you encapsulate your career as Utes and unfortunately this being the end?
My career has been amazing. Like, I've learned so many lessons. Sorry. Wow. I've met, like, my best friends here. Like, it's been, like, a true dream of mine, especially coming from Montana. Like, it's hard to get out of the state, and thanks for taking a chance on me. But it's been the best experience I've ever had, so.
I came in a little late to the game. I didn't have a great team experience, and that was my fault. And so being able to come into a team and see how teams worked and how, you know, you communicated with your teammates and with your coaches and working relentlessly on and off the court and being able to see how much better I wanted to be for my teammates. I think that that's something that I hope the girls after will see and take in. And I think that my career here has been something I never thought I needed, but was the most necessary thing possible.
Coach, Allie, Lauren, thank you all for your time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Of course, thank you.